Hey, what's going on, everyone? Good afternoon. You're tuning in with Mr.Stacks on another market close here. It's about 2:14 p.m. Central Time here in San Antonio, and I just kind of wanted to bring to light some of the stocks that I've been monitoring throughout the day here, as far as looking at a potential upside here in the near future. From the start here, we have Blackberry. As some of you might have seen in my previous videos that we talked about, this is a stock that I'm keeping a close eye on, going on about 2 weeks now. It's been a lot of news on this stock that's gaining a lot of attention from social media and things like that, Reddit trader forum, the Wall Street bets. Not only that, they have some new technology they just rolled out that they started to put into our electric vehicles. I'm not sure if it's already done or if it's something that they're starting to do, but I believe there was like a contract landed for like 190 something million vehicles that they're going to start building their software in. So that was pretty neat to hear about. And not only that, I know their earnings are coming up here this week on Thursday, which I believe is going to be on a positive note compared to some of their previous reporting. So we're looking forward to that. Looking at the daily chart here, today we do show that they're only at a 37% of their daily volume. Normally they trade about 74 million shares. Today we're only at about 27 million, which isn't too bad to still show almost close to $1, up about $1 today, knowing that we're only at a 37% volume. So that's a good thing. You can see that we're bouncing here off the 21-day moving average, so we're turning green on the day on this descending triangle, which is also a bullish indicator, which makes me anxious to pretty much want to see how this plays out. For those that are interested in Blackberry, I'm not sure if you are familiar with the name, but this was a company known for years ago for their phones. I was a fan of their phones, and ever since Apple actually came out, they kind of faded into the background, and they shifted over to more of a cybersecurity technology rather than building on the phones. Apple kind of took that spotlight, and I'm not really a big Apple fan, so ever since that was kind of our only options there, I kind of just ended up going with the Android. Android ain't really my favorite either, but Apple is just not really my cup of tea, as you can say. But anyways, moving on. BlackBerry's a pretty well-known name here in the stock market, and this has been just drawing in a lot of attention. So this is something to just keep an eye on for those that can afford, the $13 price range. This would be a good time for those that are looking to maybe buy into something, trying to make some money here in the next week or so that I'm feeling potentially can pop off here. But I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, but these are just my own opinions as to what I look at and what I read about and things like that. It looks like Plug Power, looking at it right now, we're actually starting to show like we're wanting to break out here, testing the highs for today. So we're keeping a close eye on Plug Power, following the daily chart here. As you can see, we're on the upside here, and I have my buy signal is testing my buy signal. This is the the place we want to see it break out. As you can see, we're showing resistance and support here on this level here, but we are testing that level now, and with the catalyst that was published today is kind of what's driving the volume. And if we can break through this level here, we may start to see this jump up closer to the $40 range. So those that are $30 is more, a little more than I like to pay. I'm more of a $20 or lower kind of guy on a price per share, but for those that are willing to maybe put in a little more money, I think that Plug Power has long-term and possibly some short-term potential in making some money here. So this is another stock I would recommend to look into for anybody that's willing to play with some money and try to end up on the upside here. CLNE, Clean Energy Fuels. Man, this is a stock that I've actually been interested in for going on maybe 8 or 9 months now. This stock was, I believe, at $4 or $5, actually $3 or $4 at the time when I started looking at it, reading about it, understanding the type of company they are. And it's interesting as to how our world is shifting over to this cleaner energy and this cleaner fuel when it comes to our automobiles, and our gas powered appliances are equipment or whatever you would call it, but clean energy fuels is something I believe for more of the industrial style trucks and things like that. This is something that they're going to try to convert over our gasoline into a natural gas, so we're able to still function and have certain vehicles that can drive while we are transitioning into more of an electric world. This is something that can still cut back on those emissions. It's killing our environment right now, so it's really interesting to see the future in this company here. I do know that things are changing very rapidly, and as you can see, this stock has been drawing a lot of attention lately. Today we're at about 58% of our daily average volume. Normally we trade about 24 million shares a day. Today we're about 14 million. We're a little under where we normally are, but it's more like just excuse me, taking a rest today. As you can see, that's kind of been a little volatile last few days here, but we're starting to show more green than red, so this is showing me more of a positive indication that we may start to see an increase in price. We just need a little more volume to build up and maybe a catalyst to drive the momentum here. But as you can see, it has been consolidating on a smaller descending triangle, which is starting to build up that momentum, and we can maybe close on another green day. We may be able to see here in the next few days into the next week a little pop in the price here also. Highs we're looking to break. We got to break through at least this $12.65 mark, as well as to break through this $14.50, which has been a really strong point for this stock to break through. It's tested it a couple times and it's failed, so this would be a good point to look at and wait for that breakthrough here to know if we're going to potentially end up more above the $20 mark. GEVO, this is a new stock that I actually started looking into today. This is kind of similar to more of a clean energy fuel kind of company. This one's not as popular, doesn't get as much volume as some of the competitors in the field here, but going off of the technical analysis of the chart, it's showing a bullish indication as well here, starting to consolidate, and it's starting to test it's one of these support levels. So we're looking for it to break through one of the resistance levels here and support, but we're looking for it to break through this level here. And once it does break through here, if we can stay above it and close above it, we may be able to start moving higher. But this is also something to watch, and it's actually at a better value of a stock buy here. So $8, looking maybe to get 100 shares, you can probably sit and make a few $100s on that, holding it for a couple weeks or so. I mean, I don't know everything. I'm just going off of my own opinions and my own strategies as to how I've seen things work in the past, but don't hold me to that. But you're welcome to share your thoughts on what y'all feel, how some of these things can play out. If you're fans of any of these stocks, you're welcome to leave comments in the section below on the video. But these are the main 4 stocks that I would like to watch moving into tomorrow. I will be providing another morning hype analysis for those that do tune into my channel, and we'll see what's going on in the morning, check on the volume as far as what's pumping and what's not, and hopefully we can try to make some gains on some of these names here. I'd appreciate anybody's feedback on what they think as far as how they invest into their own stocks that they choose, and maybe just share, and communicate on things that we can possibly do to, make it easy on everybody to make some money. But feel free to, give your thoughts below, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Anything helps the channel here, and we'll be back with y'all in the morning to give you those updates. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.